Today's perk of being a child-free by choice woman. I am not in a constant state of anxiety, wondering if my kid is going to be safe, if my kid is going to be subjected to violence, to bullying. I don't know how mothers do it. Honestly, I have nieces. I have a niece and two nephews, and I'm constantly worried about them. If I had my own kid, I would be on edge all of the time.
Last night I went out for dinner with my sisters, and they both have children, and they were both complaining about how their kids have gotten into the habit of like trying to get into bed with them at like 5 a.m. and wanting to be in their bed, and how annoying it was and how disturbed their sleep was because of it. And I was just like, I am at the age of 33. I have a double bed to myself, no kids in sight, and I am very happy with my life choices. I get to roll from one side of my double bed to the other with no one in the way, and nobody can tell me that the child-free life is not the one.
There's absolutely nothing you can say to me that will make me feel guilty for choosing to be child-free. I don't care if you say I'm selfish. I don't care if you say it's my duty. I don't care. I just don't fucking care. I'm gonna do what I want to do. And if someday I regret not having children, then I would rather regret not having children than regret having children.
Today's pro of being child-free is sweet and simple, and that is I can eat my snacks in peace. I don't have to go into hiding to eat my snacks, because if I don't want to share them, I usually don't have to. I love my husband, so I will share snacks with him when he asks, but I grew up with three brothers, and that meant like we had to like go quick on getting food and snacks in the house. So I will share, but I don't love it, and I wouldn't love to have to like hide away and like eat my little snacks so my kids wouldn't eat them. But it's a silly little pro, but it is one that I love, and I just enjoyed a couple of cookies, and they were all mine.
I'm 32 and childless by choice, and I love it. This is a typical weekday as a woman in her 30s with no kids yet. I'm having a spontaneous dinner with friends in LA, and to be quite honest, I love knowing that I have the freedom of being spontaneous and doing what I love whenever I want with my time. I also love knowing that I don't have to stress about getting a nanny. You guys, I know a lot of people try to make women in their 30s feel bad for not having children yet, and some for not wanting to have children, but to be quite honest, like there's so much like leisure time that you have when you don't have kids, and I honestly love this side of life. And yes, I can't wait to have my own kids one day, but while I don't have them, I'm definitely going to enjoy the freedom of it. Anyways, I am wearing the skirt and shoes from Zara. I got the top at a thrift shop in LA, and yeah, the earrings are from Amazon.
Welcome to my series where I talk about one pro every day of being child-free. Today's pro is that I can have my shit exactly where I want it. And I'm not talking about going to the bathroom alone. I mean, that is a pro, and maybe I'll make that for a future one. I mean, all of my stuff can be where I want it. And I can also have a house that is clean and just the way I like it. I don't have to baby-proof. This is definitely for younger kiddos. I know as they get older, typically they shouldn't be like messing up all your stuff, but I don't know. When I was a teen, I was also very messy, and as an adult, I'm kind of messy too. So maybe if I had a mini me running around, all my stuff would just be everywhere, I think. And it's a big pro. It's one of the reasons I decided not to have a kid, and I also just like collecting things, so being able to have things that are breakable out and about is a massive pro. And you know, there's no one to really blame for my mess other than myself. Not that I'd be like blaming my kid, but the point is my mess is my mess, and all my stuff is where I want it to be because I don't have little fingers moving anything.
Did you guys know that single women without children are like the happiest demographic?
First of all, absolutely no regrets. Child-free, 40-year-old here. I love my life. I'm not saying I don't have moments of loneliness in particular, but in general, I'm pretty happy. And when I was younger, I was really worried about what I was going to do with the time I would have spent raising a kid. What am I going to do with this 20 years that all of my friends are spending raising children? And I want to say that the child-free lifestyle gives you a couple of things. The first thing that it gives you is the ability to take risks that only affect you. So if you want to quit that crappy job, or if you want to start a business, or if you want to travel to a weird place, you're not inconveniencing or endangering or otherwise making someone else's life harder with your decision. it's not saying that nothing bad will ever happen. I'm just saying that it only affects you. And that's kind of liberating in a lot of ways. And the second thing a child-free lifestyle gives you is the ability to choose your impact. So I think a lot of people have a kid because it gives their life purpose and meaning, and there's a kind of default legacy built in. But if you don't have that, if you want to think about your life in terms of what causes you care about, what values you care about, what people you want to invest in, like, this time is yours. And you might choose to use your financial or your free time to give to causes that you care about. Like, for a while, I was answering the domestic violence hotline in my county. I moved, so now I have to redo the training. I've coached high school sports. I've done some really cool stuff that has impact, even if I didn't necessarily produce another person. So I guess what I'm saying is you'll find a way to fill that time in a good way, and you'll be able to take risks and have impact as part of that. So don't worry about filling 20 years. 20 years will fill themselves, I guess. Mine certainly have so far. And yeah, it's good over here. I hope you'll join me.
One of my favorite truths in life is that you can reinvent yourself no matter your age, no matter what's happened to you, no matter where you're at, you can always change. And I love talking about this pro of being child-free because you have more time to do just that. More time, more energy, more focus, more freedom to do that. And this is not to say that people with children cannot reinvent themselves, because it's so true that anyone can. The thing I want to say is the pro about being child-free, though, is that you have that time, that space, that focus, that energy to think about it, to act on it, and to just go for it. You don't have children that you have to have a very stabilized life for. You can really just go and do the thing you want to do or be the thing you want to become. Now, I personally am a big believer as well in just kind of hard launching. I've been spending a lot of time daydreaming about new things that I want to do, new adventures I want to take, things that I want to share with y'all. And I am not really going to personally talk about them until I have things planned out more. But I've been spending a lot of time playing Zelda, first of all, Tears of the Kingdom. It's amazing. But second of all, I've been daydreaming a lot, listening to things that inspire me, reading things that inspire me, just thinking about where I want to take things next. And I have a lot of cool ideas cooking up. And I know that since I'm child-free, I'm going to be able to act on them. So if you're on the fence about having children, my recommendation to you is don't do it. Because if you're on the fence thinking about it this much and you're going back and forth, it may just be that you in fact are child-free. And I understand that that's a really tough decision to make. I've been there, but as soon as you start embracing all of the things that open up into your life, the opportunities that open up into your life by becoming child-free, then you will also realize that there's nothing but freedom and opportunity ahead of you. Happy Sunday.
The advantage of not having kids is so high. Some people do not realize that. Like, you can do a lot more when you don't have kids. As soon as you have kids, your life changes forever. You gotta put them before you. There's certain things you can't do because you have kids. Say for instance, if you wanna get into content creation, most motherfuckers be active at 3 in the morning. You can't just hop out and do that because who finna bring their kid out? And 9 times out of 10, they either need your full attention or they are in school and they gonna need to be asleep around that time. It's a lot of shit that you can do that you can't do when you have kids. And I feel like people need to take advantage of that when you don't. Like, you can accomplish a lot, like, and you can do a lot with that. Like, most people settle for less. They don't really think about the shit that they can do with what they already have and what they don't have. I just feel like if you ain't got kids, take advantage of that. Do what you want to do.
I'm 37, I'm child-free, and this is the advice I would give to my kids if I had had any. The sooner you can learn to appreciate the present moment, the more fulfilling your life becomes. When you are out with your friends, when you are having dinner with your family and all your tios and tias and cousins are there and the food is great and your bills are paid and your health is good, God willing, take a minute in those moments specifically, if you can remember, and think to yourself, these are the good old days. These are the good old days. I'm in it. I'm right here. They're here. You will look back and think, I was aware of how blessed I was. And I saw it through the eyes of my 80-year-old, 90-year-old self. And if you can do that now, oh, the memory will be even richer when it's only a memory.
I'm choosing to embrace a child-free, non-traditional life. And not that you ever have to give a reason for that, but these are my 5 biggest reasons for choosing to do so. Number 1 is that I want the freedom to design my own life. I don't want to be confined to where I live because that's where my kids go to school. I don't want to have to holiday in the only 6 weeks of the year because that's the only time you can go on holiday. Or if I just want to wake up early on a Saturday morning and go for a long walk or a run, I just want to be able to do that. Number 2 is financial freedom. Now, we all know that life is expensive. I don't know how people who have kids actually afford it. I paid over £2,000 a month to rent my flat. The thought of having to pay £2,000 in nursery fees or quit my job and not earn money so I can look after my child, it doesn't make any sense to me. The system is broken. That could be point 3. But also, I want to spend my money on me, Number 3 is that I really believe in redefining success. When I was growing up, it was considered successful to find a partner, get married, get a house, and have kids. Now, I don't think that is the case, and I don't think we should measure success on the amount of children that you have. Number 4 is that I'm just not done living my own life to then prioritize someone else's. There are still so many places that I want to go, places I want to live, things I want to do. I don't want to have to give that up for someone else. I'm not done living my own life. And number 5, super transparently speaking, but I just don't think this world is that kind of a place that I would ever want to bring a child up in. Life is tough. You have to take things on the chin, and I would never want to force someone to take that on. And I guess number 6, bit of a bonus, but it's good for the environment. I would like to protect this world and still go and see all of its beauty. So I will not be bringing a child into this world for that reason as well. So call me selfish or whatever the other people on the internet want to call me, but I am just loving living life for me, prioritizing me and doing things my way. And I have so many friends who have all chosen to have kids, and they're all so wonderful. So if I ever wake up and fancy a day of hanging out with loads of kids, then sport for choice.